I know the Tokyo Dome was really instrumental in making all of this happen. Can you take me back to how that all came together and what it meant in the world of wrestling?
People thought that I got back into the business to be a color commentator with New Japan. They thought that was a great story. Oh, look, he's been under the business for a long time. New Japan was the hot promotion back then, as you recall. Everyone talked about it.
Hmm.
And I had never watched the product. You know, for all I knew, Antonio Inoki was still the champion. I mean, I had not paid any attention. Didn't know any of the names, didn't know any of the talent. Within 2 months, you know, many people thought I was the top color commentator in wrestling. And people thought I was very happy about that. I really didn't care. I didn't get back in the business to be a commentator on a wrestling show. It was, okay, this is a company that's growing exponentially internationally. I need to look after Kenny's interests, and it fits the overall plan. So what we had with New Japan was the correct platform. What we needed was a plan to execute. And so I called my best friend in the wrestling business of 30 years, Chris Jericho, and asked him if he would break every rule he had about never working anywhere other than for Vince McMahon. I asked him if he would break that rule to wrestle someone who was my family. So yes, I pitted my best friend against a family member, if you want to call it that. But in thinking way outside the box and then being able to convince Chris of that and then to be able to work to facilitate that match, what we had was the correct platform, which was the Tokyo Dome. And then we got to show people things can change. And look what just happened. And New Japan Pro Wrestling made millions of dollars off that match. And, you know, you will never hear a thank you or an acknowledgement of what I did for them. And people say, you must be upset. And I say, I'm not upset at all because I didn't do it for them. I did it for Kenny. And I helped Chris as well. And for everyone in the wrestling business who got raises because of AEW, because of Chris Jericho going to AEW. Without the Tokyo Dome, Chris Jericho doesn't leave WWE. Chris Jericho probably retires and becomes a bigger rock star than he already is. So the reality is that I think the thank you is actually owed to Kenny and I by the universe that follows pro wrestling, not by a particular company that made money. You know, that's small thinking.